That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers acting, say they high, say they simple pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up, had to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in the field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Took the way you saw the world, then distorted it. Now you think you wanna rock and twirl, somewhere orbiting. Theories disproportionate, the truth distorted quick with a forceful grip. They force them as simple that we absorbing quick. Took the people's signature that mean extorted it. They forging it. If news anchors informants who informing them, there's a surplus, but they tell us there are shortages. Credit economy mortgages, dollar that's supported with empty fortresses. But what's important is this: we porting ships, important gifts. Of course it is, what extortion is in accordance with an assortment list of foreign tricks. We ignoring which informant this, informant this. It looked like we were snoring tricked. Pedophilia and the government endorsing it. Yeah, eugenics is exactly what abortion is. You just vilify those insubordinate. Way to matrix engineer, that's unfortunate. Geopolitically we in a field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers actors say they high, say they simple pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up just to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in a field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real?
In a world where we literally do a live stream right in front of the Georgia GuideStones. I mean, let's be real. Who else does this, bro? So we already had like someone from the sheriff's office come up here and start questioning us. And we were watching the cameras and we saw someone was up here for a while. Like, yeah, we're doing a time lapse of the Star Trails. Okay, well, we just have a lot of problems with vandalism. Okay, but we're just doing time lapse the Star Trails and documenting the Georgia GuideStones. So, is that okay? Yeah, sure. Just blah 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 blah. Then we had some creepy truck right when I was about to start the stream, like pull in the parking lot, drive slow by our RV, then leave. They're not gonna scare me, bro. They obviously are not subscribed to WitsitGetsIt. What a joke. So I mean, yeah, we're literally about to just do a stream right in front of the creepy little Georgia GuideStones. So what's up, everybody? Thanks for kicking it. Trying to see, the quality still isn't good. I don't understand. Oh, bro. Back at the GuideStones, nice. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know why the camera is not very good. Like, it should be good quality. I have like full bars right here, but it's just not really that good from what I can see. Anyway, we're gonna ladle the gravy regardless. Tell the cops to get Crocs. Yeah, what can they do, bro? What's up, brother? What up, man? I saw your comment. Just Jack, they're grabbing your stream. Maybe so, because I literally have 5 bars this time. Anyway, 1.5 hours from Jack's house. I was just about to respond to you. I'm going to go kick it. We're supposed to go say what's up to Bob for a couple days, and then we're going to go to your crib and stay there over the weekend if that's cool with you, bruh. Yeah, didn't you used to have clear videos? Yeah, when I was like on Wi-Fi. But even whenever I was on my iPad, that's what's so confusing is like all my streams on Global Activism, I was using my iPad data, and now all of a sudden my streams are just terrible quality. I don't even understand it, but anyway, in a world where Austin pays hundreds of dollars for data and still, with 5 bars, has a 1950 pixel rate. I'm sorry, there's nothing to do about it. Trust me, I am just as frustrated as you guys, because you can't see how clear this picture is behind me. It's super epic. Super epic. Like, let's see if I can take a picture of the screen. Anyway, let me read off some donations real fast, and we're gonna get into the gravy. Shout out to the legend that met us for lunch and the support. Very generous, much appreciated. Anonymity will be protected. Thank you for the very generous donation, Reese. Check out my book on Amazon, about 78 pages with pictures, 99 cents for the Kindle online ebook version. It's Christian. Here's a link. All right, I'll check it out, and if it's cool, then I'll promote it, bro, just because that's how I roll. Thank you very much for the support, man. It's much appreciated, much love. And I admire your bravery. It's loading. I'm so done with these devices. Like, just tell me when I can get rid of them, you know, because I admire your bravery. Stay strong and keep spreading Yah's truth. Will do, and thank you very much for the kind words and the donation. Ever. Much love. Was the black shirt on purpose? It's like one of my only long sleeve shirts, and I just didn't want to get like a bunch of mosquito bites. So no. Why is it making it worse? Maybe it is making it worse. In a world where I can't get good pixels. I'm really sorry. I'm really frustrated. I almost just want to throw something right now because it's so bad. Jeez Louise, bruh. Let's see if this will change anything. Sorry, we're kind of taking a second to get into the stream. You are going to be okay. I'm one of the only YouTubers I know that just goes hyper speed the entire time, you know? So, what's up, guys? Hey. Let's see if it looks better on YouTube. But yeah, we're just going to... No, the pixel rate's still trash. So, it's not the lighting. Anyway, we're just gonna get into it. Most of you guys, you should pee on the GuideStones. No, dude, did you not hear the part about where a dude from the sheriff's office already came and harassed us and like thought he could intimidate us to leave? No, I'm not leaving, bro. I'm doing a live stream right in front of the Georgia GuideStones. And honestly, just because this is such bad pixel rate, I'm gonna do one on the iPhone tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Let the gammas twirl. Oh, yeah, for sure. Does something at those things if you do. I'm not vandalizing the freaking GuideStones, man. Just let it be. So, I know a lot of you don't have me on Facebook, but I kind of did a stream exposing what this is all about. We're going to break it down. So, what's behind me is written in 8 major languages. Let me double check what they are, since it's literally right here. You got to admit, this is pretty epic. They just post up with a table and a lawn chair and then do a live stream with the MacBook and a microphone after being harassed. And then just posting up and doing a live stream is pretty hilarious. Anyway, we got Russia. So Russian, Chinese, English, Spanish, Arabic, Hebrew, Swahili, and Hindi, right? So that's the 8 major languages that the GuideStones are printed on right there, the vertical stones. And then on top of it, there's a capstone, right? And it is in Babylonian cuneiform, Egyptian hieroglyphics, Sanskrit, and ancient Greek. Now, these are you have Babylonian cuneiform, and then it breaks up into languages, and then it has all these other modern languages. So what this says is, of course, if you don't know anything about them, the first one, this says in their own words, okay, let these be GuideStones to an age of reason, okay? So they're literally a set of rules for the new world order that they want to attain. Number 1 is maintain humanity, maintain the human population under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Well, sound is good. Vid is glitching. Yeah. I'm sorry. Any sacrifice scheduled for tonight? No, I probably had to reschedule. The grabblers are probably upset because they caught us on camera. Literally, a creepy truck pulled up too, man. It's just so funny, man. I don't even have my strap. It's in Tennessee. But it's all good. No weapon shall prosper. Tell them come and get me. They can't. Haha. Yeah, that's right, guys. This is just one of the many reasons that you should just get right with the Father. You know, because I'm literally not scared. I think a lot of you guys would be scared. I'm genuinely not scared. So I want that for you guys. Here comes another vehicle. Another vehicle pulling in. This is getting wild, bro. Maybe they'll want to be on the live stream. Austin, watch your 6. Hey, at least we got some witnesses, even though it's not in very good definition. If you're 20 minutes away, you can still meet them if it's a live stream, which it is. Yep. All mystery school languages. Dun, dun, dun. My boy, Mr. Anderson, just always over the mark here. All right, so it says right here that let these be GuideStones to an age of reason. And then, of course, the top one is Babylonian cuneiform. Honestly, I hope they come here. They're going to have their whole entire worldview shattered. I'm going to go on hyperspeed. You guys are going to know why. So Babylonian cuneiform is the first language that you see when you pull up. This is, of course, because they built the Tower of Babel, and then Yah confounded their languages and sent them in different directions so they couldn't finish building the tower. That's why Babylonian cuneiform is on the top capstone, the first language, because then all the other languages broke off. That is why there are tons of languages over here, because it's all about whenever all the languages were broken up, because they want to rebuild Babylon. So I know a lot of you guys think that the scriptures are fairy tales, but just tell me why the psychopathic powers that shouldn't be spend hundreds of thousands of dollars under a pseudonym to build these very impressive stones with very impressive engravings in different languages to tell you how they want to roll out their new world order, and they're obsessed with Babylon. So they're just obsessed with fairy tales because you read on the internet that the Bible wasn't real. You're really crushing, bro. You're really crushing. Like, you're falling for the grabbler's trick because they manipulated the scriptures. So really, who's woke here? I must be missing something. They've done a good job. They have modern Christianity missing the mark, and then they have a whole bunch of New Agers missing the mark. They have a whole bunch of truthers being so skeptical of every single thing, reasonably, that they're missing the mark. Really, there's just a very small minority of people that have actually put this together. It's pretty bad. Anyway, I digress. So maintain the world's population under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. They claim there's over 7 or 8 billion people in the world, so they want to kill off majority of the world. Kind of makes sense if you know what's going on with your experimental little psyops nowadays. But anyway, number 3 is they want to unite the world with a single living language, a new living language. Now, this is the part that I want everybody to really pay attention to. Now, this is speculation. I wasn't in on the meeting. Even though I think I have the right blood type, I don't think they really like me very much if you guys haven't been able to tell. Okay, so anyway, my speculation is that the single new living language, again, everyone spoke the same language before Yah confounded their languages so they couldn't finish building the tower, right? They want to go back to a single language, but it's a new language and it's a living language. So you know how certain languages are dead languages, right? Like Latin, that's a dead language, okay? This will be a new living language. It will never become dead. So how is that? It's new, doesn't exist right now, and it's going to unite the entire world that's broken up in different speaking languages right now, and it's living. It's going to be telepathy. When you take the mark, you'll be able to telepathically communicate. It'll be living, meaning it'll always be relative to the person communicating. It will constantly be updated. Yeah, it'll be a brand new living language that unites the entire world. Dun, dun, dun. It'll be a deception likes the world has never seen. That means Atlantis, which was crazy, and it got so crazy that actually had the entire world ended up getting destroyed. The first world civilization. Then there was a second attempt with Babylon, and this deception will be like nothing that's ever happened. It will be greater than all the other times that they've attempted this in the past. And so you need to think outside the box a little bit, because you talk a big game about how you would never take the mark because you know that the stupid thing they're rolling out right now is nonsense. But wait until everyone around you telepathically communicating. They're the Jetsons, you're the Flintstones. You're looking right into the face of death because you're not right with Yah, and the Father didn't give you his seal, so you don't have the seal of Yah, and you're actually getting hit with plagues in Revelation, and all of a sudden you don't know what to do because you're literally looking into the face of death and trying on a 5% survivability rate, and then all of a sudden everyone's telepathically communicating, everyone gets gold and silver and gets their debt wiped clean, and it'll be a jubilees for the world, and we'll unite under this new religion of love and unity. And you're really going to have to be able to look into death and not be scared and be willing to get decapitated for the creator. Well, if you don't think it's real, I don't think you're going to let him cut your head off, bro. I'm just going to go out on a limb. Stop it. Quit telling the truth. Today you're killing us. Hey, man, I call it the way I see it. Tartarians. Dun dun dun. All right, I'm gonna pull these up. I don't remember them all off the top of my head in the right order. So, creepy, psychopathic, grabbler, GuideStones. Oh yeah, yeah. What a shocker! You're not gonna tell me what the actual list is. We're gonna break these down, bro. All right. So maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Well, yeah, they just want to kill a bunch of people they consider useless eaters. They're actually eugenists, and they're literally psychopaths. They think they're physically superior to you. And so they want to wipe out all the people that aren't in the know. Not particularly complicated, but whatever. It's only showing some of them. I'm so over Google, bro. Just kick rocks, bro. Anyway, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. That's funny that the Grabblers would write this when they're literally like at the bottom of the freaking, totem pole when it comes to fitness and diversity. But what? How ironic is that? They hate diversity. You mean like diversity in like opinions or like size of hats? Like, I'm just so confused, but whatever. So that's just a fancy way of saying that they're going to implement eugenics. Okay, so guide reproduction wisely. That's called eugenics. And don't worry, guys. They've been doing that for a long time. What do you think all these inoculations really are? Anyway, unite humanity with the living new language. Oh, just a side note, right? So if you have RH negative, which do not concern yourself with vain genealogies. It doesn't really matter, but they're obsessed with it. And well, on this channel, we expose the grabblers. So what they've done is effectively think that they're the little special boys with the special blood, and that's why they're incestuous, and they keep it in their bloodline, and it's super creepy. Like, they're literally incestuous just to maintain power, not because of some physical benefit. Because the truth of the matter is they have to cycle through different different branches of the family tree every 200 years to avoid physical complications. Yeah, take it in. These people are actually psychos. They're so obsessed and dead set on maintaining their power that they actually are incestuous, and they have to loop through they have a cycle of when you move on to another branch of the family tree. What blood type? RH negative blood. But so just the point I'm making is, for example, like if a female has RH negative blood and she's impregnated, her body, with somebody that doesn't have RH negative blood, her body won't let her have the baby. It'll actually kill it off. Well, they've created an inoculation that literally makes her have the baby anyway, because they want to dilute all the blood of the people that have RH negative but have wandered out and are in a little power structure, and they actually want to ultimately get rid of those people. Dun dun dun. Any gravy flowing around here? Yeah, a little bit. We're just chilling in front of the eugenics plan of the New World Order. No big deal. Unite humanity with a living new language. I broke this down for you guys, right? So Babylonian cuneiform, they built the tower. They had a single language. Yah, the Father, right? He confounded their languages so they could not finish building Babylon. They want to rebuild Babylon. So it straight up tells you that's what it's all about. That's why there are it's all in these different languages. It's all about languages. It's because he confounded their languages. There was a single language, and then they confounded it, okay? So on the very front is Babylonian cuneiform. They want to rebuild Babylon, and it says on number 3, unite humanity with a living new language. Now, I've already speculated what I think that is. You take the mark, and you can telepathically communicate. That's why it's new, and that's why it's living, constantly being updated relative to the actual person communicating. And you can say you won't take the mark, but just think about being able to telepathically communicate, guys. You're going to have to be right with the spirit of the Father to be able to see through this deception and stand strong in the face of it. I'm 20 minutes away from you in Hartwell by the lake if you need a yard to camp. I got 100 on your fuel bill if you decide to. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, much love. Well, we're really just gonna OG it right here, but you should just shoot me an email, bro. Witsit@protonmail.com. And thank you for the support, bro. That's badass having a stream in front of the GuideStones. Yeah, I hate that the pixels are so bad because it looks so epic on my screen. It's like beautiful clarity, and it's pretty epic to sit right in front of the GuideStone. So I'm gonna do another one on my phone tomorrow with the little iPhone. So anyway, number 4, right? Rule passion. Rule passion. That's just weird. What does that mean? Rule passion. Hi, Austin. All you on to them people. What's up, bro? Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Oh, so standing up in the face of all the psychopaths trying to take over the world right now and being bold and being ready to call out everyone and rebuke them, that doesn't seem very tempered reason in the Grabbler's definition. So basically, yeah, yep. Do what? Oh, yeah, Witsit gets it. WITSIT gets it. You might not want to, and unless you're cool with being on camera, you can come over here. You're fine. That's all good. My feet more cool. Witsit gets it. So WITSIT. Yeah, and then gets it like GETSIT. I'm like super censored, so you gotta type it in perfect. But hopefully you can find it. Yep, that's me. Well, there's a lot of hit pieces. Like you have to find the channel. Like I don't know. I just pulled up. Yeah, I'll walk over here. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, guys. Show her Polaris. They already left, bro. They can watch the channel. Look at those stupid stunts. Yeah, no. What a bunch of creepy psychopaths. Like, who makes this, bro? The Lotto expense. Yeah, man. You gotta go. You gotta get the gravy out there, bro. It's a crazy world. But a cool calendar in North Star Hall. Yeah. We're gonna take a star time lapse of the Star Trails here in a little bit after the stream when it's getting darker out here. Centralized on Polaris. I tried to get a shot with the P900 through the hole. You simply cannot make it out. But, dude, you can easily see it with the naked eye. You can easily see Polaris with the naked eye. It's awesome. If you've never been out here, it's pretty cool. I mean, you look through the hole and immediately see Polaris. It's really cool. But when you try to get it with the camera, good luck, man. But, yeah, the clock, a calendar, and a compass. Love the Bears. Yeah, they're legends. All right, so rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Oh, tempered reason. Guys, the Great Deception is gonna sound really good, bro. You just wait till we get a little bit further down the list. I'm just gonna take a picture of them because apparently Google just doesn't want to show me. Keep crushing, bro. Much love. Of course, brother. Thanks for the support. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Great Lake Bear, for the support. Much appreciated, brother. Keep crushing. I got to, man. I got to. I already sold all my possessions. I'm all in. All right. Next, protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. So apparently only until they kill majority of the world population are we allowed to have actual justice in the courtroom. What a cool story. Let all nations rule internally. Again, once they have just the elites left. And then enough to rule to keep everything running. This is their psychopathic plan, guys. I'm just decoding it for you. You know, we just slay wizards around here. That's all we can do. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world courts. Oh, in a world courts? I thought you and Nathan did before. Who is that? Sorry, that name doesn't ring a bell. XRP on the move. Of course it is. I'll give my like to this Flat Earth. That's what I'm talking about. Let me throw my boy in here. Everybody, go support my boy Flat Earth Day Saints. He cracks me up, bro. He's hilarious, bro. I'm just saying, though. May I be verified as Kazarian Bear? Hey, I don't have the authority to verify you, bro. All right. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. I can really get behind that one. You know, the Growlers and I see eye to eye on that one. Like, too bad we're not allowed that. We're not granted that luxury because literally we get completely harassed by little psychopaths with pentagrams on their chest over exactly that, petty laws, and by petty officials constantly. But whatever. Useless officials, even better. Like the arrogance and audacity in the wording of this, bro. You can tell this is coming from an actual place of authority if you have ears to hear. Balance personal rights with social duties. Oh, so like this utopian existence in the future where everyone has their social duties divvied out. Ooh, interesting. Prize truth, beauty. This is the important one, guys. This will be like the crux of the great deception. This is going to be the new world religion, which will be just the acknowledgement that religion sucks and that they're all kind of right and have enlightening principles, but they're all wrong also. Any grabblers out there? No, they already left. They already came and visited us a couple times. Thought they'd scare us off. Not today. I'm doing the Father's work, bro. You don't scare me. Anyway, prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Let's read that one again. Prize truth, beauty, and love. Does that sound bad? Truth? I like the truth. I've got a bunch of truthers here. Beauty. Wouldn't that be a petty law? That's pretty funny. Some of these laws right here seem petty. I gotta give it to you. Seems a little self-contradictory, but it's honestly hard to maintain any consistency within logic when you're a psychopath sunk in depravity that ignores the will of the Father. Kind of like the same people that say it's cool to murder defenseless babies because of the argument of body autonomy while being blind to the fact that they're literally making a contradictory argument about the fact they're ignoring the body autonomy of the baby. Yeah, depravity is a real double-edged sword, guys. Anyway, seeking harmony with the infinite. There's only one thing that exists outside of the limitation of time, and that is the Father. And of course, Yahshua, which, you know, intertwined, limited, perceivable, localized form. I hope y'all gathered that all together because we've talked about it. And then, be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. So, there you go. New York is more than 700 miles away from Georgia. Oh. Have you verified that? Bacteria on a CGI planet is life at a human heartbeat, isn't it? Yeah, that seems to check out, bro. You know, spirituality, humanism, and ecology. So must it be. Yeah. What's up, guys? Don't worry. If I could, I'd destroy them. I really would. But in a way, it's kind of cool to just come expose them. Truth hidden in plain sight. People ask me, why did they put these there? Austin, what was your take on the location? Well, their cover story is that, well, this has just got a lot of granite here. I don't buy it though. Like, I don't think it's specific to the location necessarily. I mean, it could be one of the chosen locations within the New World Order. It could be because of the parallel, right? But I more so lean towards the fact, I think it might have something to do with like the actual location too, like the parallel, like being on the parallel. But I think it has a lot to do with it's just in the middle of nowhere and it's hidden in plain sight, and they know no one will even go and look at them, much less understand the use cases of them. This debunks the heliocentric model. There's not a magic spinning globe cartoon they show you in school This debunks it. They would have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars for something that would be useless. Also, you don't even understand. It takes billions of years, so it would still work for a while. It's only been there for a couple decades. You keep telling yourself that, bro. It really, it's going to work out for you in the end. You're doing a great job. You're crushing, bro. You're doing a great job. So anyway, what the GuideStones is about is being the GuideStones to a new age of reason. The new age of reason being the rebuilding of Babylon, where they unify the entire world in a single language. Again, there's nothing new under the sun, not around it. You losers. So there's nothing new under the sun. What's up to the Legends of D live? Good night for it. Stars are out. Oh, yeah, we're going to kill the star trails. Elbert County is the granite capital of the world. That must be why the psychopath chose this place. That's their cover story, but I think it's a little deeper than that. I'm just going to go out on them. But maybe it honestly just simplifies the erecting of these stones, and then they just put in the middle of nowhere because this is a little bitty town, and then there you go. Like, it's just hiding in plain sight. It's in the middle of nowhere. Guys, it's pitch black around me except for that light that's shining right on the stones. It's pitch black in all directions. So we're going to probably do another stream in front of these stones tomorrow. Actually, I think I have a debate tomorrow on Irish Demon's channel. And I've only accepted this because the person that I'm debating's brother is Trevor. And that's my homie. He's super cool and like selfless. And I love him like a brother. For real. He is my brother, literally. Not literally blood-wise, but he's my brother because we're both right with the Father. And, yeah, I'm just going to debate him because of that. I would never debate this guy. I would never go on that channel to debate this guy per usual circumstances, but that's tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. This dude's going to try to tell me how the Earth defies physics numerous times, but I'm stupid. GuideStones are 666 miles from the United Nations headquarters. That's pretty interesting. Nice. Aren't they fenced in? There's a fence here, yeah, but no, really, it's open all through here. There's just like a little fence there that is wide open anyway. I don't know. Is there CTV cameras around the stones? The only cameras I see are across the street, and there might be one that light that's so bright that it's hard to even look at. There are definitely cameras over there. They've been watching us on the cameras because they came and talked to us, thinking that we'd run away. Not today, Grabblers. To support Austin on his tour, please go to that without the slash on the end. MasqueradeTour.com. Pretty easy. Irish Demon. Sounds like a gamma. Yeah, don't say. Refuse to give banker's name. Not sure what you're talking about. Oh, Lazula or whatever his name is. Talk to the landowner. Interesting. Not today, Grabblers. Not today. I'm doing the Father's work. So, guys, really think about this. I want you to be honest here. Like, if you think that the scriptures are just a lie or that it's a historical document, but it's just, it's cool. It's got 90 principles, but it's not completely the truth and blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, they built Babylon up and they're going to rebuild it. If you sleepwalk into Babylon thinking that you'll never fall for it, you will fall for it. I don't fully understand that either because I know a lot of pretty base people that see through wizardry very well. They know a lot of the history. How will they fall for it? Like I said, it's easy to talk a big game when you're literally about to die and whenever you're looking in the face of starvation and decapitation and illness and ailments. And then the other side has supposedly reverse cell degradation. They don't age past 25 and they've claim to have attained immortality and they telepathically communicate in this very, very serious illness that comes, which is a plague of judgment. There's only this one cure for it, and now not only do you get cured and you get to telepathically communicate and do you not age anymore, which it'll probably work for a little bit, right? Just enough to lure everyone in. And then they'll wipe your debt clean. So not only do you get all that, but let's wipe your debt clean. Jubilees. Here's some gold and silver. This is a utopia. And then the metaphysical interdimensional entities come. They tell you that the Earth's actually flat, I think, but who knows? Most people won't really be talking about the shape of the Earth when they're literally starving to death. This is how it goes down, guys. I don't know that all these specifics are exactly how it goes down. I don't know, bro. I'm not telling you I do, but if I can speculate a sales pitch that's making you double think right now, like, well, it would be pretty cool to telepathically communicate and levitate and be able to go from one place to another across the world instantly. And then I don't have to ever worry about illness again or cell degradation. When you're fearful of death, you don't know what comes after here. You're going to take the mark, bro. So you need to have the seal of Yah to protect yourself against the illnesses, and you need to be elect. The deception will be so great that if it were possible, the very elect will be deceived. It's time to probably get in the Father's will and get right with Him and humble yourself and continue to grow and refine yourself and get back to the instructions that are going to help you see through Babylon. That's what this is all about. It's literally just about rebuilding Babylon. That's what it's all about. And that He confounded their languages when they were building the tower, so they could not finish it. And then there you go. There's a whole bunch of languages stemming from the Babylonian cuneiform on the front of the top capstone. They're telling you what it's all about. And then number 3 tells you that they want to do the same thing. They want to eliminate a bunch of people, and they want to roll out this new world order, right? With this new world religion, with this new speaking, unified living language. That's what this is all about. What's actually under this supposed time capsule? I don't know. That's the most intriguing part. Like, if I was ever tempted to do something, it would probably just get under this little concrete block here. But whatever, who cares? Probably just nothing in there, bro. It's something the grabblers would do. Or watch all the secrets be there. And they're just like, what took them so long? Like, we thought it was all at the Vatican's basement, but it's all right here in Georgia. Outsmarting nature doesn't happen. No, of course not. Dude, underneath the sun, not around it. Love it. Yeah, bro. Nothing new under the sun. The meek shall inherit the flat earth. Dun, dun, dun. Need to rent a dozer tonight? Hey, bro, you still gonna try to make some money on me? What a grabbler, bro. I'm just kidding. Maybe you're just saying you should just rent one. What about the Chinese? What about the Chinese, bro? The Chinese are on there, bro. So, and then, of course, you see right behind me, this is Egyptian hieroglyphics, right there on that side. And you know how the grabblers love their Egypt. If you've ever seen a Masonic Bible, it's flooded with Egyptian mythos. And that's really the trick. A lot of people think they're woke because they're like, this is all just mythology and metaphorical and allegorical. And cool story, bro. There were literally giants. They were literally advanced. They literally know metaphysical secrets, bro. It's like the Hermetic principles are pretty simple. Everything's vibration. If everything's vibration, you can make things disappear, right? It's that you can literally make things disappear, right? Because you can actually get it to rest at a certain resting vibration that is compatible with or synonymous with the background. Thus, it would disappear to the perceivable material world. So they knew how to do some crazy things. They're all very simple, ultimately, right? Everything's vibration. Is that complicated? Everything's vibration, bro. Everything. So they were not stupid, and they're being basically propped up by these secret little occultic psychopaths that play dress up in the dark as grown men and do little rituals where they come up out of caskets and jack off in front of each other in caskets like they're legitimately psychopaths sunken in depravity, running around with their heads cut off, but they're being guided by a Luciferian spirit. Like, that's the way I see it, right? So a spirit of opposition to Yah, and this is drowned in fleshly desire and led more so by the fleshly desire. So that's all it is. That's all it is. Like, you're led by your flesh, not your spirit. So let's just break this down one more time, guys. Okay, so on the top is Babylonian cuneiform. There used to be a Tower of Babel, right? Also, side note, I was thinking about this. So, many people speculate that when you come out of the womb, you're naturally trying to speak Hebrew, like whenever a baby's trying to say father or dad for the first time, but they're just trying to talk to their father, just like Abba, Abba, Abba. Isn't that interesting, right? But it just seems like incoherent. What? If finish my sentence. So whenever they come out of the womb and babies try to speak, we say that they're just incoherently. See if someone in the chat will finish it for me. That's just incoherent blank. Because I do think that you come out trying to speak Hebrew, okay, and then they've made it to where they've conditioned us to not speak it. Like they've gotten it out of us. They've ingrained these wizardry languages to replace it. So when you come out of the womb, they say that they'll just be speaking incoherent. What's the word that they use? Babel. Exactly. So they did it right in front of you, and they're just like, oh, no. Just replace Hebrew with Babel. What's up with Babel? Babel. So they're actually trying to speak Hebrew, but they try to just call it Babel. That's probably just a coincidence. Abba. So anyway, there's just a little side pot of gravy. Just stir it up for a second and pour it all over your biscuits. So they built Babylon once before, and Yah had to step in and confound their languages. Oh, this is just one of the most historically accurate events ever, and it wasn't just written about in the Bible that you hate just because you have some predisposition against it and think that you're really woke, and then you get your little quantum dot tattoo and become a robot and turn into a zombie, which is what all the zombies movies are actually predictively programming you for. Then you're gonna feel really stupid, but actually probably won't feel stupid because you'll be turned over to a hardened heart, and then the light will no longer shine within you. So yeah, you'll be turned over. You'll no longer even be capable of repentance. Babel, yeah, Babel, like the language learning software. Yes, exactly. There's a language learning software called Babel. Search about a king who put a deaf woman on an island with twin babies and no one else. And after time, when the kids got old, they spoke fluent Paleo Hebrew. Whoa, JCS coming in with some gravy. They never heard the language before. That's very interesting. That's awesome. I would have to look into that. That sounds incredible. That's why I pray in tongues. Ugh. 11:11. Much love, everyone. Yeah, within this Gregorian Babylonian quantification of fasting that we call time. What's up? Just got in what I missed. Oh, just exposing the New World Order plan that's literally engraved in the middle of Georgia with a really dark field all around it. And they tell you straight up that Babylon was the one world order and that they want to rebuild it after it got broken up into a whole bunch of different languages. They want to maintain human population under 500 million. And then the third thing that they say is that they want to come up with a new living language to unite the entire world, just like it used to be prior to them having all of their languages confounded. They're rebuilding Babylon. Yeah, guys, if you haven't noticed, they literally shut the whole world down overnight this last year, guys. I think they're kind of building the foundation for the new Babylon right in front of you. Shalom to my homies. What's up, homies? Some centuries ago. That's pretty interesting. I'll definitely look into it. Gravy drop. Yep, we're dropping gravy. Sorry about the bad picture, by the way. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I paid for this stupid little box, bro, and it's got like full bars, and I still don't have good pixels. It's ridiculous. But I'll do a stream with this in the background tomorrow. Also, like I said, I'm doing a debate on Irish Demons channel, so I would be cool with a whole bunch of homies going to support and just spamming. Like, do you really think that the Earth defies physics while water bends convexity on the exterior of a spinning object in an ever-expanding vacuum? Because that defies a handful of natural laws. So you can't postulate theoretical conceptual abstractions, bending and warping as to be antithetical to natural laws without any empirical evidence. Whenever we can independently vary and manipulate and consistently observe all of our natural laws, how about you try and step up your game and try and actually show us some evidence? But it'll be 9 a.m. Eastern on Irish Demons channel. Irish Demon is, yeah, I hate to even have to say his name, but like I said, I'm doing this because of a personal connection, because this is one of my homie's brothers, and so he needs to be set straight. That's the only reason I'm doing it, but I know I'm supposed to do it. Have you read the Celestine prophecy? There's a bit in the story which talks about vibrating to a level and disappearing. I have not, but it's quite obviously the grabbers are grabbing you, man. What can you do, man? You got full bars. I can only do all I can do. 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. for you, bro. Sorry, that's just when they had it. What's Austin's email again? Witsit@protonmail.com. WITSIT@proton, which is pseudoscience. Protonmail.com. That's right. The pseudoscientific subatomic scale has never been verified ever in the history of mankind, and you just want to believe within this little confinement of material world that everything's just on the subatomic scale that we can never isolate, just bombarding balls everywhere. They're obsessed with their balls and their phallic symbols. It's just a bunch of sodomites running around making stuff up. Because if you actually understand how the world works, you realize there's an etheric realm around you and that you're much, much more important than this little body that supposedly evolved from monkeys after fish decided to crawl out of water and lightning struck primordial soup and rocks turned into humans, even though abiogenesis is one of the stupidest things I've ever even heard someone have the audacity to postulate, but I digress. I'm in Ireland. I can slap this game in person. That's pretty funny. This dude is sitting in front of the Georgia GuideStones. Awesome. Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry that the quality's not good. It's really a bummer, but anyway, I just wanted to break down what the Georgia GuideStones was, guys. Like, they showed you the truth in plain sight. You really can't say anything. It's hiding right there. Not only is it hiding right there telling you what their plan is, but it literally debunks the heliocentric model and the claim of compounding vectors of movement, okay? You're not spinning 1,040 miles per hour east of the equator while revolving around the sun going 66,600 miles per hour while the sun shoots through space 500,000 miles per hour and the galaxy shoots through space at 1.3 million miles per hour. That is just stupid pseudoscience, okay? That's not how it works. First of all, they claim that a pressurized system is adjacent to a near-perfect vacuum of 10 to the negative 17 torr, violating the second law of thermodynamics, which very simply is that pressure would have to be contained. So if you had a cup of coffee, heat would go to cold, right? The high-pressure system would migrate to the low-pressure system because everything seeks equilibrium. Everything's about pressure mediation. The necessary antecedent to pressure is containment. You would never be able to have these compounding vectors in an open system and never have a differential that you fill. That's stupid. Anyway, so this is a clock, a compass, and a calendar. This could not work year after year after year on a spinning ball going all those compounding vectors. So right here, going this way, there's a diagonal slit that's like 24 inches long, cut at just the right angle to where Polaris lines up right in the middle of it. I walked up to it. Once again, you can see it very easily with the naked eye. You cannot get it on the P900 though. It's very difficult. At least I'm not like a P900 expert, but I try. You can't get it. But I'm obviously not a liar, and for you globe zealots that are just so stupid, bro. You walk right up to it, you see Polaris. Oh, well, can you tell that it hasn't moved a little bit over billions of years? No, neither can you, bro. You're just making up stupid stories that aren't verifiable, so you can basically assert unfalsifiable claims and make yourself think that you're smart, even though you're clearly remedial. So anyway, it's a compass because that way's north, and Polaris lines up perfectly in the hole. It's a clock because every day at noon, it lines up, the sun lines up perfectly in that horizontal slot. We're going to get that documented tomorrow. And then it is also a calendar because the solstices line up with that slit right there. So yeah, it's a clock, a compass, and a calendar. It could only work if the Earth's a geocentric stationary plane. They know what the Earth is. They put it right there. They threw that in there just to kind of show you, like, this is what the Earth really is, and here's our plan to take it over. Okay, and they're going to rebuild Babylon, and they don't even hide it. You walk up to it. Georgia GuideStones, center cluster erected March 22nd, 1980. And then you look at the very next thing, it says Babylonian cuneiform. Babylon is at the very top of it, and it breaks up into the other three languages, which is, again, Egyptian hieroglyphics, Sanskrit, and Classic Greek. Let these be guidestones to an age of reason. Then it has all the modern ones down here that are on the vertical pillars down below. So they're going to rebuild Babylon, and they tell you how they're going to do it. They're going to roll with this new religion about truth and love, and we're going to have a one world core, and we're going to maintain the world's population under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. And we're going to, basically implement eugenics. We're going to guide reproduction wisely for better, to ensure fitness and diversity, right? And we're going to unite the entire world with a single new living language, which I speculate will in fact be, wait for it, telepathy. Flat smacking at the crack of dawn, that's next level. Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. But Austin, my teacher told me, I said, I was like always the person that like wasn't shy to ask questions in class, and sometimes I thought it was cool to like get a laugh, I'm not gonna lie. And so I was like, hey, wouldn't we fall off the ball? I was like 6 or something, and everyone laughs, and I'm like, but for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, no. It's called gravity. And I honestly thought, I'm like, what's that? It's just this force that pulls you down and keeps you on the ball. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that was just a reification of begging the question fallacy. I just wanted to go to recess. I'll take word salad with no dressing. I'm just saying though. Word salad actually means it has no substance, and every single one of those words are very specific, but still pretty funny, bro. I'm just saying though, I really want to bite it, man. It makes me laugh. I'm going to eat a whole banana inside Target barefoot while chewing on Austin's word salad. Bro, you're hilarious, bro. Go sub to my boy Flatter Day Saints, man. Show him some support, bro. That's badass. Whole banana eating barefoot in Target. Pretty hilarious. I stare at the sun until it turns blue. Whoa. Ever done that? Neuralink might be the telepathy. Now we're thinking, guys. Now we're thinking. So is Donald Trump the Antichrist, or is Elon Musk the Antichrist, or is Elon Musk the false prophet, or is Donald Trump the false prophet that talks everyone into getting Mark, but then Elon pops up as the new president. I don't know. It's very interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like Donald Trump was fulfilling a lot of prophecies, and he's a Syrian. And I don't actually know if Elon's a Syrian. I haven't looked into that. Elon seems like a very obvious character that would do it, but he's really big into simulation. I don't know. Maybe I just don't see like the modern church like basically effectively worshiping Elon Musk. I don't know. So for me, it's still Donald Trump at the top, and he's going to utilize Elon Musk technology. They're going to work together. But yeah, it does sound a lot like Neuralink, huh, bro? What about Renty the Turncoat? I think he might be trolling the Glovers. If he's not, either way, then that just means that he's just a dishonest person. So I'm pretty indifferent on all of that, to be honest. I'm not reading that. What about Dave Rothschild? What about him? Is Renty trolling the Glovers or not? I haven't spoken to him. I did the mileage from the United Nations headquarters and the Georgia GuideStones, and even at the furthest points, I can only get 664.91 miles, but pretty close. Well, my man Real Did went and fact checked it, bro. That's awesome. That's why the people here are so awesome, bro. Like, we're like the most skeptical group of people ever, you know? Like, I started playing that. My boy Vader Bear's on top of his game, bro. I started playing that robot arm thing, and he's like, no. Just subject Latter-day Saints. I'll check you out tomorrow. Sweet, bro. Yeah, go show my boy some love. He walks into stores and he makes me laugh, bro. I think it's funny. Can't stand the side of Elon. Yeah, and he's just like, the world is like a giant computer, and everyone's like, wow, this guy's a genius. I don't think he's Antichrist. I'm not getting the son of perdition feel from him. Like Donald Trump makes me kind of nervous for other people. I'm like, bro, I can see how people like worship this dude, and they get triggered whenever you call him the Antichrist or whenever you call him out. Like they get mad at you, and it's like some of the coolest people, like some of my family members, bro. Like some of my family members, like most of them actually don't really like him, even though they're conservative. But I'm just saying, like a lot of people do, a lot of people, you know, and it's like, bro, this is dangerous. The church is worshiping this dude. He's a Syrian. They printed him on the little creepy Zionist coins, like. It's getting weird, like Trump little horn, you know, like that's literally what it was. Like in the time that they used that language, right? You had the trumpet, and the small version of it was called a trump. So little horn, you know, like that's the prediction of the Antichrist. His name literally is a little horn. When you walk in the store with no shoes on, I love it, dude. It's so funny, bro. It's so funny, man. And like when he walks up on the little red circle that's got the got your feet, he's like, but this guy seem to have hooves. I still have people feet, but I'm trying to comply. Like, yeah, I mean, rolling, bro. Jesuits, yeah, bro. Thank the Jesuits for all this pseudoscience. That's their specialty. Well, except for the pedophilia. They worship him in Israel. Yeah, and he literally retweeted that Israel loves Donald Trump like he's the second coming of the God. And the same day he looked up and said, I'm the chosen one. And this was actually predicted by my boy Leland Jones, like to the date 3 years out. That's just another coincidence, though, guys, for all you people that think this is all just coincidences and the scripture is not real. Why is someone using the scriptures in the Enoch calendar that we've been lied to about to be able to predict Donald Trump saying something like that 3 years out? We're just going to dismiss that one because that might mean the scriptures are real, and then I have a linear code of ethics I have to adhere to, and I'm not a God. I don't get to make up everything on my own. It's not just about self-enlightenment. All of a sudden, there's actually a creator that I am held accountable to, and that means that we have a specific list of instructions that I'm going to have to actually start to adhere to, and I don't want to do that. I will always tell people his dad was a eugenicist. Yeah, and like, dude, Elon Musk's grandfather got arrested for technocracy in the early 1900s, like the 30s, and he was found guilty. Technocracy, like wanting to take over the government with technology, right? And he was found guilty, but then appealed it and won and got like a $15 fine. Like, what a clown roll. And he was actually on the Canadian Technocratic Board, but America like actually charged him. Test all things, including clams, for sure. Elo scum. Sorry, I got carried away. They straight up put that dude in the 1950s novel written by Warner Van Braun, who trolled everyone after he died with his tombstone, still in 1901. He straight up told you guys that he didn't go to space on his tombstone. He just couldn't resist trolling you guys. All right, so there you go. That's just what the stream is. Sorry if it was really. I'm really like not like super motivated to go real long, and the streams are really bad quality. Like it just really irks me, bro. But anyway, I still think it's kind of cool that we're sitting right in front of the GuideStones. I'll do another one tomorrow. Go check out the debate if you want to. If you don't, I mean, it's really not a big deal. I just feel like I got to do it. I think it would be cool to kind of outnumber them with flat earthers, but we're going to have a whole bunch of globe zealots there probably, so what's it matter? But anyway, it'll be on, y'all heard the dude's name, don't even want to keep saying it, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow unless they back out, which I'm giving like 50-50 to be honest. Subscribe to Flat Earth Day Saints. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're Flat Earth. Yeah, we always check all claims. Thank you, brother. Your audio's working fine, cool, but I just know that the video is bad. It just like really makes me mad. I hate it, but I'll read the donations here in a second, but basically the conclusion, or more so the recap of the stream, is pretty simple, and I don't want to get too reiterative, right? But this is written in 8 major languages of the world today. Let me recap and make sure I don't miss any. Russian, Chinese, English, Spanish, Arabic, Hebrew, Swahili, and Hindi. I don't really know why they put Swahili in there, but whatever. And so then we have the capstone on top of the vertical that are in the world's major languages of today. I think I accidentally exchanged the word language and religion some. I don't know. Maybe that's like some type of like important Freudian slip I'm supposed to pick up on. Ooh, maybe some gravy there. Or maybe I'm just messing up. And then we have the capstone on the top, and on the front it's Babylonian cuneiform. Okay, so the Tower of Babel was built, and then Yah confounded their languages so they could not finish it, right? And they went in different languages or different directions, and then some speculate, well, that's where you get a bunch of whole different civilizations and cultures, and maybe even pigments, etc., etc. I don't really know about all that, but they confounded the languages. Okay, we do know that, and this is what this is all about. That's why they're so obsessed with their languages on their stupid little stones. And of course, it serves as a compass, a clock, and a calendar. This is impossible on a heliocentric model with all the different compounding vectors. But of course, so is like pretty much everything. You losers. And then, of course, it tells you, let these be guidestones to an age of reason. Number 3 is to unite the entire world with a new living language. One single new living language. Once again, Babylon was the civilization that had a single living language. Well, it wasn't maybe not living. We don't actually know. I don't know about that. But it had a single language. Like that Babylonian New World Order, everyone spoke the same language until he confounded the languages so that they weren't able to communicate with one another. So it looks like they're going to want to go back to a single language while they rebuild New Babylon, and they have like center hubs everywhere, and they're probably going to want to rebuild pyramids just like they did back then everywhere. I don't really know. Maybe it's a little bit different because this is a great deception, the likes the Earth has never seen, but I still think it'll be telepathic communication that they want to bring out. And then they say guide reproduction wisely to improve fitness and diversity. They're just like actual psychopaths, and maybe out of the 500 million, the people that just can survive a little bit longer are the people that Yah's protecting. You're going to have to persevere, and you're going to have to fight through a whole bunch of crazy deception. Don't take the mark. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter what conditions it's under. Even decapitation is the threat. Do not take it so that you don't age anymore. If you are afraid of death, you're going to take the mark. That's what it comes down to. This is all about what happens once they implement that one world order, and then the way that you agree to it, your contractual agreement is taking the mark, okay? It's very simple. Don't agree to the New World Order in any form of a contract, because there is an argument that it isn't a physical mark, because the mark of Yah is represented in the scriptures as these are your thoughts and these are your actions. If you look at the Hebrew etymology, though, it does appear to be like, or if you look at the actual etymology of the wording in Revelation, it actually appears to be like engraved in you. So like it is something physical. Either way, don't agree to the one world order. Don't take any contract, and you need to just be wary of anything that they tell you to take so that you can buy, sell, or trade. It's getting really crazy. So yeah, obviously, whenever they're trying to push this stupid thing that's experimental, you might not want to take it. It's kind of sort of fulfilling prophecies. Revelations 18:23. The merchants with the great men on earth, and for by thy sorceries were all the nations deceived. Sorcery comes from the word pharmakia. They told you how this goes down, guys. And they told you how it goes down, too. They told you what they want to do. So let's just wake up, man. You can look up certain websites, and they straight up tell you that the U.S. population is supposed to be down by 2/3 in 2025. Oh, what a coincidental number there. About 60 to 70% of the population. All right, guys. I love you guys. Let me check, see if there's any donations. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for the donation, Melissa. Let me see if you wrote anything. You did not, but it's much appreciated. Much love. Y'all are awesome. I love you guys. If there are any donations after now and between now and the next stream, I'll read them off. Again, thanks for everyone else that donated. They are very generous and awesome and supportive, and I love you guys. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to have that debate tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm not going to say his name again because he's already gotten too much airtime. I don't know the book, but I'm a soldier for the Creator. That's what's up. Well, you need to start reading the scriptures and read the Torah and get right with the Father. And Yahshua was a real Messiah. So, but if you're a warrior, then you'll fit right in, bro, because you're going to have to be one, my man. Yeah. Thanks for streaming. Have a great night. Yeah, no problem, man. Much love. All right, I'm going to catch up with you on the flip side, the coin toss. So, obviously, they're rebuilding Babylon. I told you what they want to do. Don't fall for it, man. It's happened before. It's just going to be a more updated version. This is the third world order, the third and final world order. It's going to be deception of the likes the earth's never seen. Deception will be so great that if it were possible, even the very elect would be deceived, and that the days shall be shortened for the elect's sake because no flesh would survive. So it's probably time that we wake up and we don't fall for these little psychopaths' plans, right? Because the power is made in us. We're made in the image, and we have a lot of power. You're very special. You're not some stupid rock that evolved out of nothingness. You're very special. You're very powerful. And he gave you a list of instructions so that you can harness your power and that you can separate from Babylon and see through the deception and that you can survive without them. You can be distinguished from the world, be in the world, but not of the world. Not everyone from Israel is of Israel. It has nothing to do with vain genealogies. You can be grafted in the spiritual house of Israel. That's what it's all about. Just come be on the team, bro. Come be on the squad. I love you guys. And I really hope that you heed this message. Because, you know, I can't in any way tell you any timelines, but it just appears that we're coming down the bike. So, yeah, you know, just seek and speak truth unequivocally. The weak find contentment in the consensus of ignorance. So just wear being ostracized or independent from the world as a badge of honor. And if they revile you for his name's sake, actually rejoice, for they persecuted all the prophets before you. So they're going to try to make you shy down. And it's just going to get way more worse. And this is just a trial run, a prequel psyop. So, you know, just get right while you still can. And I love you guys. I'll keep you updated on the tour. We're going to Greenville, South Carolina. Carolina's going to chill with Just Jack, chill with Karen B and Ted and Bob and Cammie and Zach. And then we're going to head east Tennessee, Great Smoky Mountains, Lookout Mountain. And then we're going to keep heading west. Shoot me that email. We'll see if we can fit you in there too. Anyone that's in the general area, hit me up if you're down to come to Greenville, South Carolina on Saturday or Sunday, because we're going to have a Flat Earth meetup on Saturday, and then we're going to go flat smack at the flea market on Sunday. So if y'all want to come chill, that'd be cool. If you want to go to Lookout Mountain, make long-distance observations, we have the P900, the P900 infrared, where you can see 7 states from one mountain. Come kick it with us. Just email me at WitsitGetsIt@protonmail.com. You can also go to masqueradetour.com. I haven't been able to update the website too much. The data has been a real issue, but anyway, I'll be getting to Wi-Fi pretty soon. Masqueradetour.com, MASKERAID tour.com. I'll throw the little banner at the bottom at the end of the stream. And yeah, you got the donate and contact on there. If you want to support the tour and the stream, then it's $WitsitGetsIt on Cash App, WitsitGetsIt@protonmail.com for PayPal. I love you guys. Sing and speak truth unequivocally. Do not back down. It's time that we all come together, you know, when we like let iron sharpen iron and we detach from Babylon, we get out of the system and we're able to self-sustain ourselves. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to catch up with y'all tomorrow. Peace out.
That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers acting steady high, say they sipping pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up, had to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in the field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Took the way you saw the world, then distorted it. Now you think you wanna rock that twirl somewhere orbiting. Theories disproportionate, the truth distorted quick. With a forceful grip, they force a misinfo that we absorbing quick. Took the people's signature, that mean extorted it. They forging it, if news anchors informants who informing them. There's a surplus, but they tell us there are shortages. Credit economy mortgages, dollar that's supported with empty fortresses. But what's important is this report, and ships important. Yes, of course it is, but extortion is in accordance with an assortment list of foreign tricks we ignoring, which informing this, informant this. It looked like we were snoring tricked. Pedophilia and the government endorsing it. Yeah, eugenics is exactly what abortion is. You just vilify those insubordinate. Way to matrix engineer real? Rappers acting say they high, say they sip with pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up just to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in the field. That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real?
In a world, Ross, and then take us all the camera. Catch up with you guys later. Peace.